would like to ask, what's some kind of history about the Palmer House?
You know, as many times as I've been here and the thousands of places I've been, the history starts blending for me. So I'm not always the greatest historian. Kelly's probably a much better person on the history, but I mean, this place has been around forever, and it's had such a great history, from being a hotel to, I think it was the Sauk Hotel or something like that. Then it turned into the Palmer House when Mr. Palmer bought it. There's been fires here. They've used the basement as temporary morgues. When the hospital was overrun with the influenza break, I know that they used to bring some of the patients here. So there's quite a bit of history that's gone on, a lot of death associated. It was a brothel at one time. So there's been just all types of different aspects of the hotel. So there's, you know, kind of a rich history of people that have come and gone.
What kind of experiences that you had while you were doing your events here, and also when you stayed here?
The first time I came to the Palmer House, I didn't know if I really believed it was haunted. It was right at the moment when every hotel started to claim that they were haunted, just to get business. So I came in and I met with Kelly Freeze, the owner, and she walked me around and was telling me the stories. And I just didn't feel anything. I didn't feel like it was haunted. I didn't feel anything. And I'm not a psychic or a medium, so I was trying to be as open-minded, but I didn't get any kind of vibe. And then we stood in Lucy's room, room 17. And the door, when it's propped all the way open, the carpet rises a little bit so the door goes up on it, so it sticks. You have to physically push it.
Yep.
And even when you push it, it just kind of slowly shuts. Well, I was standing there talking to Kelly, and I said, she goes, well, Lucy doesn't really like men in her room. And I was trying to be a smart aleck, and I said, well, too bad, Lucy, looks like you get me for the night. And the door swung and slammed shut. And it's hard to slam that door shut. You have to really try. And there was nobody there. It was me and then Kelly standing directly in front of me. So that was my first indoctrination into dealing with the ghosts of the Palmer. That night, she walked around my bed all night long. All I could hear were footsteps going back and forth. And at first I thought it was somebody on the top floor walking around their room. Yep. And then I realized I am the top floor. And that unnerved me a little bit. And then as I started to finally fall asleep and I rolled over and faced Lucy's chair, I heard this very loud exhale come from the chair. I didn't sleep that night, so that was kind of my first indoctrination. And then I've seen things in the basement. A face kind of rushed out of the darkness and scared two women and I that were down there.
What do you think, what's the most active spot in the whole hotel?
You know, the basement seems to be the most active in the sense of really creeping people out. But Lucy's room never seems to let people down. We've caught video in there of anomalous figures standing on the bed or walking around the room. We've heard it. I've heard the sighs, the door slam. So that's been the most physically active room. But in the basement, we've had a lot of EVP, electronic voice phenomenon. We've had a lot of other communication that way.
What kind of haunting do you think this is? Do you think it's intelligent, or do you think it's just a tape player?
I think it's a mixture. I think it's an intelligent haunting in a few areas, and I think some of it is, I hesitate to call it a residual haunting, because then that makes it seem like there's nothing of intelligent nature going on. I feel like it's more like it's living its life simultaneously while we are, and it may just not be as aware of us as we are of it. I just think it's like pages in a book, right? This spot that we're sitting in right now has always existed. Dinosaurs roamed the earth, then there was man and caves, and then we built roads and we built the Palmer House, and 100 years from now this will be a space station room or something right there. But this space has always existed. So I look at it like a book. The beginning of time is the back cover. The end of time is the top cover. And all those pages take up the exact same space, right?
Yep.
So I think that once in a while, like when you get a page wet, you know how you can start to see the lettering of the page below it? I think sometimes there's just that little ping in time, and it allows you to see through the other veils of what took place in this exact same place in time. But I believe it's going on for them at that moment. And that's why some ghosts will see us and seem just as shocked of us as we are of them. And when you look at places that, you know, Grandma and Grandpa built this house. It used to be a cornfield. There was nothing here, right?
Yep.
How can it be haunted? Grandma's sitting in the living room one day watching Jeopardy, And at 3 o'clock, these 3 shadowy figures walk in, see her, turn around and run out of the room. So now going forward, everybody knows Grandma's house is haunted, right?
Yeah.
But nobody died there. There's never been a death. It wasn't an old Indian burial ground, so what was that? But then a few years later, Grandma dies, and me and my 2 buddies walk into the living room to watch TV, and lo and behold, there's the ghost of my grandmother sitting in the chair. We look at her and we turn around and run out. So who was really haunting who, right?
Yeah.
Was she seeing a reflection of time of something to come, and we were seeing a reflection of time of something that already happened? And those 2 moments just touched together at the right time and right place, and for that brief second, we saw Grandma. And it was kind of like a quick window opened up and you could see somebody and then it shut again. So I think that that might be more of what's going on truly than just we leave our bodies and we stay hanging around. I would like to think that when I die, I get to go someplace better.
Yeah, I agree.
So not just hanging around the Palmer house or hanging around, Grandma's cellar or creepy basement or attic as a ghost. Why would you hang out there?
I wouldn't.
Right, so I hope we're moving on. So that's why I think it's more of just these reflections of time that we're experiencing.
I agree. Well, Dave, I'd like to say thank you so much for taking your time throughout your busy schedule for this event and come talking with us, doing a short interview with us.
Sure, well, thank you for asking me.
Well,
Thanks for
thank
coming
you.
out. All right.
Great time, Patrick and I've been here since Thursday, today's Saturday morning. I can't wait to get tonight to do some investigations. But I was wondering if you could just take a couple minutes, kind of introduce yourself and introduce the Palmer House to everybody.
Yes, I'd be happy to. And it's really fun to have you here. I've exchanged enough emails with you. It's fun to finally meet you guys. My husband and I purchased the Palmer House in the beginning of 2002. It had been closed at that time. The previous owners had walked away from it. And we just felt it was something that was important to keep going, and it wasn't looking like anybody else was interested. So we decided to give it a shot and maybe try to get it up and running, have it become a viable business, that it might be interesting to somebody else who actually knew what they were doing and was maybe passionate about the hospitality industry, which at that point we would have been happy to have walked away. And here I am all these years later. The Palmer House was built in 1901 after a fire had destroyed the previous business, which was the Sock Center House. Similar situation, food, liquor, few sleeping rooms for people coming in on the stagecoach and later on the train. And the Palmer House stands today and operates as the day it was built. So that's one of the things that actually makes it very unique, is probably the longevity of the business, even more so than the building itself. But a lot of interesting history here. Sinclair Lewis, the first American to win the Nobel Prize for Literature, was born and raised in Sauk Center. And when he was in high school, at the time that the Palmer House was built, he actually worked here as a night clerk on and off for a few times. Didn't always do really well at his job, staying awake at night and making sure that the guests got their wake-up calls to catch the train in the morning. So that's why he was on and off a few times. But a lot of interesting history in the Palmer House and Sauk Center in general.
Now, what's bringing us here tonight, there's obviously a history of hauntings. Now, can you tell me some of the experiences that you and your family experienced?
You know, it's interesting. I didn't know anything about it at the time that we bought the Palmer House. And shortly after we had opened up, one of the locals, while visiting with me, asking me how things were going, I think I had made a passing comment about very strange things happen here. And what their statement to me was, well, it's haunted. And I was like, excuse me? And they said, well, the Palmer House is haunted. It always has been. Everybody knows that. Well, me not being a local, I did not know that. So that was my first introduction into what it maybe gave explanation to a lot of the strange things that went on. And so over the course of time, I've had a lot of varied experiences. The first 2 years I was here, actually what I exclusively did was all the housekeeping. So, you know, during the weekdays in the middle of the day when there wasn't even a hotel guest and I could casually take my time cleaning the rooms, I could tell you stories about every single room that happened, whether it was my name being called or being touched or Interestingly enough, there was a stuffed Scooby-Doo in the building that used to follow me around when I would do housekeeping, and ironically, it took me a while to even put two and two together that Scooby-Doo was from a ghost hunting cartoon of my childhood. And so, you know, there was just absolutely no explanation for so many things. And the longer I've been here, I think the more apt you are to just notice what isn't normal and what is. And there starts being a much more distinction about it. And there's not a day that something doesn't go by, whether it be very simple, listening to the bell ring at the front desk, like somebody's standing there tapping it like they want their attention, and you can simply lean and look out the door right from here and go, oh, no, there's nobody there, I don't need to run, where in the beginning they had us doing a lot of running with things like that. So, yeah, it's been an evolution of things.
Well, I wanted to thank you for taking the time and sharing this beautiful facility. We have wonderful staff. They've been nothing but kind. I appreciate the time.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome.
You're more than welcome to follow us around the hotel. Again, we're good friends with Kelly. She gave us permission to be down here. We're very good people. We're just here to be your friends, that's all.
You can't see anything down here. It's kind of dark. Very little light. Very little light. And if it is, it's from the hot water heaters, where they might have a little small LCD screen, so somebody could read it and see what's going on with it. Better than that, pretty dark.
Do you see any cobwebs over here?
No, there was I hit something with my head over there earlier, behind us.
Can you come with your light over here?
Yeah, you bet. Can I turn the light on?
See any cobwebs on me?
Nope, don't see anything on you. Here's some cobwebs right here, see?
Yeah, but there's nothing right here though. I feel like I got touched right here on my arm.
Maybe with this here, I mean, it shows that there is cobwebs. Like here's a lot right here in the corner.
Yeah, that could be it.
It's just not enough to
Yeah,
really
just
know.
say so.
Yeah, just because we do see some cobwebs. I don't see any really hanging. See, there's a lot there.
Careful right here. Light. Is anyone hiding in this room right here? Getting some bleeps on K2 right here. Me walking.
We bumped into a chair. Yep. It just came
I
from.
don't know about you,
Mm-hmm.
but I have my guard up. You
Yeah.
know, that feeling?
Yeah? What are you experiencing? What are you feeling?
Like nervous, off balance.
Is there anything on your K2 showing any like EMF down here?
No, I did got some bleeps in that room we were just in.
All right, I'm gonna get my K2 out.
I feel goosebumps right now. Is there anybody in this room, in this hallway right now with me?
We're not trying to upset you by being in your space. Hey Patrick,
Yeah.
I just experienced that too right now. It feels like on the back of my head. Is there something there?
Like, well, like a touch?
Yeah, right here.
No, the only spider web I see is on top of the water. It's a fire water. Right there. I don't see any of it hanging down. This is the same spot I felt.
Yeah, right here I got it.
Yeah, this is the same area I felt it on my arm.
Now that would have been
Down there a little bit more.
unusual because as we're walking straight, I shouldn't have had it felt on the back of my head. You know what I mean? So if I was going to hit a cobweb, I would have walked through it and not, experience on the back side of my head.
Yeah, so we felt it twice now.
Yeah. Okay, I'm recording.
Also, this thing tells the time too on the thermal.
All right, so Patrick, what do you got there?
So right now we're doing a thermal sweep of the basement to see if we can capture any heat signatures of a person moving really quick when it's not us.
So you got a thermal camera,
Yeah, you can see.
and that's tied in with your iPad.
Yep, tablet.
Excellent.
So you want me to hit record? I'm going to have the recorder.
How about if we do the reverse and start off in the room we just left?
Okay.
That sound good?
Yeah. Can I have your flashlight?
Yeah, as soon as I get it out of my pocket.
Alright, let's go. And the neat thing about this, it tells the time, so holler at us.
All right, what you got the?
Yeah, right here. So the clicking, you guys will be hearing the thermal adjusting.
What?
Huh?
What is that? Look at the shape on the.
Just,
Turn the light off.
Looks like a door frame right there. Yeah, it goes inside the room,
Oh, sweet.
right there. Is anybody down here right now? Can you please show yourself to us with this device in my hand? It will not harm you. It's just where it can see you a lot easier now.
Unfortunately, nobody pushed that ball off the table.
Mr. and Mrs. Palmer, are you here? Again, we're really good friends with Kelly, the owner. So you don't have to be afraid of us.
Want to sit
So
in here?
that's the end of that room right there.
Want to sit in this room for a little bit?
Yeah.
You turn the light on, so
Yeah.
Just a little bit. All right. I'll come over here and sit. I'm gonna set the
Now you want to sit right here
quarter right here.
for the door. If there's anybody down here right now, can you please come through that door where we can see you?
Again, I would invite you, if you would, could you move that ball on the table for us?
The whistling right here is the air conditioning unit. Yeah, before we go back up, I like to get some B-roll footage of the basement.
Why have you not gone through the white door if you've seen it? Are you concerned or scared with what's on the other side? All right, talk to you later.
Hey, I'm coming. Is that it? Here's the toy room.
We're getting ready for bed.
Yeah.
Did you see all the rooms are open?
No, I just saw that one.
Across the hall.
No, we walked down. So she gave me the key to 14. 14's locked.
Okay.
So I've got the key to 14. That's the room above.
Oh my
So
god.
if we,
That is awesome.
if it is, we're going in there, right?
Yes.
And so
oh,
then we
of course.
noticed all the rooms
Cool.
are deadbolted open.
Oh, surprise to her. Well, does it really matter? I mean, it's not like she's renting the room.
Right.
Recording Palmer House, room 17, Lucy's room. Me, Dad, Ashley, and John. It's just calibrating.
Okay. I still have all these phones that you're supposed to go through.
Hello, my name is PJ. You probably recognized this before with the event that Dave's does. Do you mind coming up in here and talk with us?
Do you remember Dave Schrader?
Should I go get some pizza to spill on the bed?
If you're in the room with us, there is an object on the bed you're quite familiar with. You've seen it many times with the other groups here. And all you have to do is go up and if you touch that device, it will set off some lights and we'll know that you're in here with us. Would you be willing to do that for us?
Do you like me sitting in your chair?
Can you move one of the items in the room? If you can't touch the mill, can you do something else in the room just to let us know? Maybe in the bathroom? There are many things in there. Can you just like push something, make a noise that we know you're in here with us?
Can you do a knocking noise like this?
Can you tell me how many spirits are in the room right now with us?
We also have this device. Right here is called a K2 meter. You're really familiar with it. It might be a lot easier than touching the millimeter. Can you please come and touch it? Let us know that you're here.
If you feel more comfortable, can you go and maybe sit on Ashley's lap or touch her hand? If you feel more comfortable rather than John.
Are you excited for just me to be in the room once these guys are gone?
We're going to be leaving soon and it's just going to be John in the room. If you don't want him to be in here, just you and him, this is the time to tell us right now. Can you give us a sign that you don't want him to be in here and we'll take John with us?
Will it be okay before we go? Will it be okay if I can get some B-roll footage of this room, John?
Oh yeah.
Thanks. I just need like pan the camera around this room.
Sure.
That's all.
Patrick, do you want to play back the tape recorder and see if we caught anything?
Well, we can, but it's gonna be really light.
No.
We have to put it closer to our ears, not like the other cam recorder.
That doesn't go loud, huh?
No, it does not. You have to listen to it through earphones.
Oh, that sucks.
But we can go back downstairs and get the other one where it can play back.
Right?
Yes.
That was Tara blowing, Ashley blowing smoke. In case I caught it on night vision, it was really cool.
Oh, yeah.
So it looks like black smoke.
Spirit
Mind if I sit on your bed?
No, go for it. Sure.
All right.
Hello, my name is PJ. I've recognized this before with the event that Dave's does. Do you mind coming up in here and talk with us?
Oh, that's a voice coming outside.
Do you remember Dave Schrader?
Should I go get some pizza to spill on the bed?
Man, that's got really good.
If you're in the
Speaker.
room with us,
Yeah.
there is an
It's coming through
audio
two
that
speakers now.
You're quite familiar with. You've seen it many times with the other groups here. And all you have to do is go up, and if you touch that device, it will set off some lights, and we'll know that you're in here with us. Would you be willing to do that for us?
promise it would not harm you in any way.
Was it the room across from this room here? Isn't that the one that last time we were here, that they had that?
I hate my voice.
I always feel the same way about mine too.
Yeah, same here on the recorder.
That's not my voice. I think, you know, what's in your head, you know.
Yeah.
It's not my voice.
System to connect. It was in the bathroom, and then it went across the bed and stuff like that.
I didn't know if it was the next room or what, but
God,
yeah,
I got a
there's
sharp
like
pain
a
in my
cat going
back
across the
right
bed 'cause there's supposed to be a cat in there, and it looked smaller, and it crawled across the bed.
Lucy says,
And
get off
that's
the
when we
bed.
talked to the children, but I can't remember what room
Probably.
that was in.
Yeah, I got it. Oh,
Did it just started?
not just a couple times, like right here.
Or it was
Lucy, are you touching
the
Dad?
end of this hallway. And
If so, can you blink one of the lights if you are?
I think it was at the end of the hallway. One of the hallways. It was
Yeah.
this one or that one. So
Yeah, I remember those kid voices on the recorder. That was nuts.
What room do you think it came from?
I just agree with him that it was at one of the ends, but I don't remember which room.
as soon as we walk in, we'll recognize it.
Yeah.
Because the bathroom is kind of like, you gotta go, kind of like a little hallway, right?
Yeah.
The bathroom to the bed part.
I was telling John this is the room where that stick figure crawled up the wall and onto the ceiling.
Oh yeah, from Dave.
Yeah.
Lucy, are you in this room with us right now? If so, can you please touch this device? It's called a millimeter. You've probably seen it before with Dave and Kelly. Kelly actually gave us permission to come and talk with you. We're good friends with her. Put the camera on.
Did you hear that? What was?
Yeah, that. I thought I heard something there too. Autofocusing. It's right after the pipe turns on.
There it is.
Put the camera on a millimeter.
Before
It keeps. Yeah, before that. Dave and Kelly. Here we go. Kelly actually gave us permission to come and talk with you. We're good friends with her. Yeah, there's something there, but it's really light.
What is it?
Autofocus. It's a voice. Sounds like male,
Oh, I can't hear.
but I can't really tell what it's saying.
God, he's like the EVP king. He picks up stuff, and you're like, I got 50
My battery
year old
died.
ears.
Yeah.
Your battery died?
Yeah, it was like 25%.
No, it's dead, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't hear that.
No, they told us too. It was not right, Patrick. They said just come out here and chill out
Yeah.
and hang out here.
That's what we were doing when that happened too.
Maybe we'll do that after the basement.
Yeah.
Just kind of.
What?
Yeah, it's right here.
No. Do you smell like perfume?
I do.
Yes.
real strong smell of perfume.
And I think that was the smell of Lucy last time. Is
Yeah.
it like very flowery?
Yes, remember?
Yes.
Okay, look at my arms. Remember she said, you'll see in the
Yes.
basement?
Oh my gosh. That was the same smell, but it's gone now.
It's gone now. It's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't smell it. Oh man, look at that.
Yeah. That is so.
Awesome. Lucy, if that's you, you can certainly join us down in the basement.
Okay, that was awesome.
Hey, I need to get my. That's me with the keys.
That's all right. Just make sure you come here. Story
Yeah.
like an hour and a half ago. What the hell was that? Did you see that? On the corner of your eye or anything?
What is that? Are you talking about like right over?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wait, is that something reflective?
I don't know. You just caught it in the corner. And I'm like,
It's like shining on a pole or something. Didn't get any.
ah, nice breeze going through here.
Yeah, it feels a lot. Kelly has the basement unlocked for us. She just left.
Okay, excellent.
And she says if we have any questions, I can shoot her a text, and she'll be up for a little while.